This is Off the Record, a radio playlist where I help you find new artists and new music. I'm here with Henry James, who just released his newest album, Love Should Be So Easy. Incredible R&B project. Dude, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to talk with you because I was telling you off camera, like from the single rollouts to this, like you've just released like bop after bop after bop. So I'm excited to dive into it. But I'm really curious, who were your musical influences growing up? Not so much the artists you were discovering, but who in your household was playing music around you and what do you remember them playing?
Actually, I remember like my first musical memory was being like it was either like preschool or kindergarten. The teacher had a CD that had a bunch of it was like a wide range of music. But my first musical memory is We Are Family by Sister Sledge and then Sitting on the Dock
Ooh.
of the Bay. Those are two like old classic songs that I feel really inspired my taste because that's like old soul music. And then in
Yeah. I wonder if
the
that was like a mixtape or if like she burnt it
She
herself or it
burnt
was
it.
like a
Yeah,
that's
it was like a
crazy.
compilation of like random artists. I remember like Jimi Hendrix was on there, like all kinds of stuff. But that was playing every day at preschool. So like the same 12 songs were like ingrained in my skull from age like
Yeah.
4 probably.
When you started discovering music for yourself, who were the artists you were first listening to?
Man, I was listening to like the Migos. Like
Oh, that's good.
and then once I really finally started to like find music I liked and not just what people were listening to. I still love the Migos. I'm
Yeah.
bumping that a lot. But
Yeah.
I started listening to more like Lauryn Hill, um,
Oh, yeah.
D'Angelo,
I love
Shadow.
that you have it just like right there on tape right there.
Yeah, yeah. I love physical media, so I tend to, have a lot of that. And then like more recently I'm discovering I it took me a while to get into like the newer side of music. I've always loved the old school
Yeah.
stuff. But like a couple artists that I love now are like Raven Lenae, Steve Lacy, Jordan Ward. So, yeah.
Ooh, that's good. I'm curious, what CD do you have spinning in the car right now?
I know this is self-promo, but I just printed my own CD and we were handing them out last night for free. So because of that, that is the one in the car right now because I was testing
That's so cool. That is so cool. So what is your songwriting process like? Like what comes first? Melody? Do you come in with the production first? Lyricism? What does that look like for you?
it. It really depends because I feel like every song is different. But I will say I feel like I write the best songs when I write a good hook with a good melody. So like a
Mm.
good concept, a good one line that can be repeated, and a good melody. For example, Play My Favorite Song was written that way. I just had the hook. Same thing with Funky Alien Girl. But I think sometimes I'll come up with that drum groove first, or I'll come up with that bass line first, and then I'll build off of that. So it depends what's kind of inspiring me in that moment.
Yeah, what does your production process kind of look like right now? Are you working in a studio with other people? Is that an at-home studio?
Yeah, completely self-produced, and I usually produce all my stuff like right here in this room. And I just sit here, I plug in the MIDI keyboard or I plug in the bass or the guitar into the interface and I get going. And then when it's time to like record those final vocals or like get like a very high quality audio recording of like a wind instrument or something like that, then I will go to the studio because I feel like that stuff you need a little bit of a higher fidelity recording.
Yeah. Where are you getting a lot of your inspiration from right now?
Right now is life. That I feel like it always will be. If you don't know me, you might not know like all the exact stories to the songs on the album I just dropped, but every single song, like if you know me, you'll be like, oh, I
Yeah,
know exactly what that's about. Like Funky Alien Girl, I literally dated a girl that thought she was an alien from Mars, and if that's not a
that's
red flag,
crazy.
I don't know what is. But that was a true story, and it sounds kind of funny, but yeah.
Where is it that you feel like in your life are you like drawing that most from? Is it like relationships or is it like self growth?
It's self growth, it's relationships, it's family. It's just like lessons I've learned. I try and draw from myself. It's yeah, usually relationships, depending on
What
depending
do
on
you what do you feel like? Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, they don't have to be romantic relationships though. I mean, there's
Yeah.
definitely songs I've written, past that.
Where do you feel like your biggest growth point has been throughout the creation process of this project?
I feel like so this project I wrote and produced a lot of this project 2 years ago. But I feel like a lot of the growth process happens mainly outside of the music and the instruments because I've been playing instruments for a while and I feel like I've had that ability for a while. But I think kind of being more open-minded just as an individual kind of helped me create music that um, I definitely would not have been creating prior. It's um, it's definitely more exploratory than music I've ever made in the past that, probably wasn't released. But I'm very proud of that fact because I think being more open-minded just in my day-to-day life, not even like with music, allowed me to
Yeah.
create music that pushed so many boundaries. And that's kind of my goal now.
What song do you feel came easiest to you in the creation process?
The first track, also a single, brand new, came easiest because that is like if I don't think when I create music, it'll sound like that. It'll sound jazzy and groovy. For me to create something, um, which makes sense because that's how all my influences sound. Like Erica Badu, D'Angelo, that's how they sound. But for me to make something that honestly sounds a little newer and has a more upbeat element to it, I have to kind of
Yeah.
force it, which isn't a bad thing because I feel like I'm always chasing something in the sound and sometimes it's
Yeah. What song would you say was the one that you were just like sitting with the longest and you were eventually like, okay, we're done. It's completed. Let's shelf this one.
wow. Let me think. I think I think it was Funky Alien Girl. That one had like five different iterations. It was like very indie, like clap on the 2 and 4 at first, and then I made it way more dancey, and then I like changed the key, and then I added that outro. Um, that one I could not put down, but that's my favorite track on the album.
Really? What would you say has surprised you most about your journey so far as an artist?
Wow, what has surprised me most? I don't know. I feel like I feel like I'm I feel like I've been given everything that I've worked for. I think I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, but maybe just maybe just the personal growth that comes along with it. Like
Yeah.
you learn a lot, just like it takes a lot too. It's really hard. So I think I've developed a really um, strong mindset of just not giving up, keep going no matter what. And and I guess I never expected I'd be this far. So I'm
Really?
yeah.
After this project, what goals do you have for yourself as an artist?
Definitely to just keep contributing to the art. I work in a genre where I feel like you know I'm just grateful to be making R&B music as a white musician. So I'm just grateful to be in the space. So my goal is always just to add to the art and add to the culture and not take away from it. And by doing that, I want to always be pushing boundaries, creating new stuff while staying true to who my influences are. So I
Yeah.
just want the music to be me, and I want people to feel that.
What do you hope audiences take away from the project as a whole?
I hope they can relate to it, and I hope they can kind of feel what I went through when you listen to the project top to bottom. There's definitely a story arc there, and I want people to just realize that love should be so easy. If you're in a place where it doesn't feel easy, maybe that's not the right place. And if you are in a place like that, definitely be grateful for that.
Yeah. All right, I have some rapid fires for you. Here we go. Dream collab.
Hmm. Well, Kendrick Lamar,
Oh, that's a solid answer. Dream venue.
Blue Note in New York City,
If you weren't making music, what would you be doing?
sitting on the couch and watching TV and doing nothing.
Eating potato chips.
Yeah, yeah, I'd be nobody.
What has been your biggest pinch me moment?
Um, Maybe last night. That was crazy, the release party.
What do you think is the most relatable thing about you?
I think that I love I I love watching YouTube and I love watching random I love watching true crime on YouTube.
Yeah. What do you think is something about you that would surprise people the most?
Maybe that I was gonna be a mathematics major in college before I like did the whole
Wow.
music thing, which is crazy because that surprised
That
me.
is crazy. What is the perfect song to drive to?
Perfect song to drive to? Ooh, I think oh, there's a song called this is your existential phase, but I love Leon LaHavas's cover of Weird Fishes by Radiohead.
I gotta hear that.
Yeah.
And then, what is a song you wish you wrote?
Mm, a song I wish I wrote is oh wow, this is a good question. Uh, I'll say I'll say Send It On by D'Angelo, even though I'm pretty sure that song's a cover, so
Ooh. How would you describe your sound to someone who's never listened to your music before?
I mean, I would tell them it's R&B music, but every song, at least on this project, has something for somebody. So if you love pop music, there's some tracks for you. If you love dance music, there's some tracks for you. If you love neo soul, there's some tracks for you. If you love funk music, definitely some tracks for you.
Yeah. Um, Sorry, I forgot my question for a second. I got excited there. Um, I do. I tend to do that. I get like lost in my list.
So,
I was gonna ask you, is if this project was to soundtrack any TV show or movie, what would you want it to soundtrack?
wow, this is crazy because I don't watch a lot of TV or movie. Let me think. If it were a soundtrack, it should be wow. The one thing that's coming to mind, I guess it's Love Jones, but that already has the best soundtrack ever. That's like a classic, so I can't.
Yeah, that's pretty
I,
good.
no answer
We'll
for
just
that.
contribute. We'll just contribute to it. You know,
Okay, yeah.
we'll just contribute to it. Well, it's time for my favorite part. I asked you to bring three songs from three other artists, and feel free to elaborate a little bit on why you chose these.
Okay. The first song is Virginia is for Lovers by Jade. She is a Phoenix-based rapper that is definitely expanding um, beyond Phoenix. And if you want to look her up, her name is K Jade. The K is silent. So,
Ooh.
but this song is it's so incredible. It's off of her most recent album, and she's a friend of mine, but also like she's one of my favorite artists. She has like a really underground rap style that the textures are so pleasing to the ear. It's like just a bunch of ear candy, and the way she flows on the beat, she like lays behind it, and she really puts a lot of thought into the bars she's writing.
That sounds solid.
Yeah, and then the next one is Potential by Plato. They're also a Phoenix group duo. I'm pretty sure they produce all their stuff, and this one's like a Kaytranada feel, just very upbeat, kind of love song. And yeah, those are my guys. So Potential by Plato, that's definitely one I'm bumping all the time when I'm in a good mood. The last one is The Bridge by Kalela and Pink Panthers. I've just been bumping this all the
Mm,
time because this song just dropped. Me and my girlfriend we're listening to this in the whip. Uh, yeah, I love that song.
that's a solid little lineup right there.
Yeah,
Well, dude, thanks so much for coming and gabbing with me. I really appreciate it.
of course. Thank you so much, Isaiah.
All right, everyone, enjoy my favorite song on the album. This is Play My Favorite Song. Maybe you could play my favorite song if you wanted to.